Good morning. It is Monday morning. I think it's the 25th. Let's see. Yes, September 25th, Monday morning. All right, I am so excited. 5 days. 5 days I will be on an airplane to the lower 48. And it's, you know, it's much warmer than here. I'm going to be landing in Tulsa, and I'm so excited. I've always wanted to go to the big cake exposition in Tulsa. It's like the biggest one in the country or something like that, and it's fun, and it's part of the Tulsa, the Oklahoma State Fair. I've always wanted to go, but I've never had the opportunity, and my mother lives near there, but I never was able to be there at the same time as the show. Well, I'm landing on the last day of this show. So I've already talked to my mom and her husband, my stepfather, who's adorable, Brad. I've already talked to both of them, and they're going to the show with me when they pick me up from the airport. I'm so excited. It doesn't take much to make me happy. So want to tell you that because you got to share the good news, and sometimes you don't have a lot of good news, but I'm excited. 5 days I'll be on an airplane. I fly overnight, so I leave late at night on September 30th, and I land at 10 o'clock in the morning on October 1st. And then we'll head straight over to the fair and eat some bad food and look at all the wonderful 10 feet tall cakes. And I'm hoping maybe go get some Indian food before we leave Tulsa, and then head to my mother's house about an hour and a half away. So it's going to be a long day. I'm going to be tired as all get out. Don't care. Yay! I'm so excited. Okay, today we're going to talk about, I told you we're going to talk about mission statements. And actually we're going to talk about the difference between a mission statement and a vision statement, because you actually need to write your vision statement before you can write your mission statement. Okay? Because your vision is how you see your future. Your mission is how you're going to get there. You know, I'm on a mission. What is your mission? To reach this goal. Your goal is the vision statement. Okay, so I am still working on my mission statement because it changes constantly, but I have my vision statement. And how this came to be, I actually just wrote this a couple of weeks ago on that Thursday that I sunk to rock bottom. Remember that? 2 weeks ago almost. I wrote this then, and that my friend, who I told you has been hospitalized due to her harming herself. Hers was not intentional suicide, but her actions would have gotten her there nonetheless. So she's the one that said, what do you want? What do you want just for you, not for anyone else? Not for anyone else. Because if you make a better you, you can make a better world for other people, for your children, for your spouse, for your parents, for whatever. But first you have to make a better you. So be very to the point and be a little selfish and write your vision statement. So what I'm going to tell you is, Lewis Carroll said, if you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. You don't want that to be you. So that's why you need the vision statement. I love that sentiment. If you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. So how many of you, part of your depression is you feel aimless and no purpose? And I'm going to tell you right now, no one's going to give you a purpose. You have to find your purpose. So you have to make your own destiny. All those cliches, you are in charge of you. You are in charge of your own happiness. They're cliches because they're true. So let's wrap our minds around this. We have to have a goal to know, so that we know where we're going. Otherwise, we're just floundering aimlessly, not achieving anything. So, my vision statement. I want to take my class to teach overseas. I need about $3,000 to accomplish this. Doable, but not overnight. I want to learn meditation. I want to grow as a person, and I want to be self-sufficient. I want to not need anyone. I want to come back stronger and 100% independent. Within a couple of years, I would like to be living somewhere warm, Southern California, Southern Florida, South America. I'm open to being adventurous and travel. I would like to have someone to share this with, but I'm no longer willing to give up my dreams for the whims of someone else. I will not allow another person's refusal of a better life to bring me down. Now, let's break this down. When you're writing your mission statement, or rather your vision statement, you've got to be clear and concise. You've got to paint a vivid and clear picture. Don't be ambiguous. And I'm reading this from diffin.com, and I will post that link for you down below in the description. You've got to paint a clear picture, not be ambiguous. You can see exactly what I want here. Okay, describe a bright future. So I described a bright future. I want to come back stronger and 100% independent. I don't know that I'll ever reach that, but I'm certainly going to work for it. Within a couple of years, I want to be living again somewhere warm. I like living in warm tropical areas, Southern California, Southern Florida. I'm not adverse to going to South America. So I show a lot of hope in my vision statement. Okay, memorable and engaging expression. So I think this is memorable and engaging. To me it is. Realistic aspirations. I can never be an astronaut. Not going to happen. I would love to be a police officer. I'm 55 years old. What are the chances of me ever being a police officer? 0. So, my aspirations are realistic. Now, that being said, I want to teach overseas. They no longer hire you after you're 60 years old. You can work while you're over 60, but it's very unlikely you'll be hired the first time. I'm 55. I am going to be well into being 56 when I accomplish these goals just to be eligible to be hired. I will be at least 56 and a half. I'm running out of time. So, but there's still realistic expectations. There's still realistic aspirations. But I've got to get my butt in gear. I can't play around. Time bound. If it talks of achieving any goal or objective. So I have that on here. I want to go overseas, teach, and then come back within a couple of years. So within 2 to 3 years. So by the time I'm 60, 61 years old, I should be living, I should by then for a year or two be living in a warm climate and enjoying my life. And either by myself or with somebody who wants to get on board with me and have a good life with me. So that's how you write your vision statement. And I'm going to have a couple of links to put in there with you. So first thing you need to do to start working your way out of depression. I talked last week about how people that are depressed tend to be a little selfish and narcissistic, and we're not at the same time. And I didn't say this part. We're not at the same time. We're probably the most unselfish people you've ever met when it comes to giving and letting people run over us. We need to become a little bit more selfish. Write your mission statement. And I've already, now I'm working on my mission. How do I get to these goals? Well, first thing I had to do was get my 4-year degree, which I did. Okay, how am I going to reach these goals? Well, the first thing I had to do was get my 4-year degree, which I did. I got my 4-year degree. I graduated in October of 2015. So I've accomplished actually the hardest part of my journey is getting that 4-year degree. I did what I had to do. I got student loans. I'm going to owe until I die, and I decided I don't care. I'll make my minimum payments. People let student loans scare them too much. And right now, because I'm just working a little part-time job while I'm waiting to go back below, I'm not making any payments at all. My loan payments have been deferred. So that's how that works. You just don't worry about it. Just get your education, get your education, get your education, get your education. Pay for as much of it out of your pocket as you can. But if you have to get student loans, just get them. My opinion, not fact or law. Consult a professional. Okay, now my next step is I need $1,000 to sign up for my class. Well, I've got my $1,000 saved. I'm waiting until I get below because I don't want to be in the middle of moving while I do all this. So I've already talked to 2 different schools. I've pretty much decided which one I'm going to use. It takes 4 months. I decided to wait until I get down below, which is why this is the biggest reason I'm so anxious to get down below. Not just because of the weather up here, but I can't go to my next step until I get out of here and get down below. So, since I'm not staying here. So my mission statement is I have to go to school, I have to take these classes, and my mission is to give, for giving is what I do best, and I can learn to do better. I will seek to learn, for learning is the basis for growth, and growing is the key to living. I will seek first to understand, for understanding is the key to finding value, and value is the basis for respect, decisions, and action. This should be my first act with myself, my family, and my world. I want to help influence the future development of people and organizations. I want to teach others to expand their personal comfort zones by pushing themselves forward even when it's scary. I will never react to abuse by passing it on. I will choose to love and laugh along the way. That's my mission statement. Those are not original words. Those are actually things pulled from 2 or 3 different mission statements that I found online. They don't have to be your words, but they do have to reflect your true inner self, your true thoughts. Meditation. I want to learn to meditate. I've tried to do that kind of, where you sit and and whatever, it doesn't work for me. I can't clear my mind, and I've tried and tried and tried. So I'm going to try yoga. Yoga is a form of meditation. I'm going to try yoga. And again, I'm waiting until I get down there because I want to go to a class. I know there's a million DVDs out there and you can get it on YouTube, but I also know if you're not doing it correctly, it can be hurtful and not beneficial, or can nothing at all. So I want to go take a class, and so I'm waiting till I get there and get in one spot. And then living in a warm climate. When I come back, I'll have my 4-year degree. I'll have my TESOL, my teaching English as a second language. I'll have that certification. Hopefully I can land a job teaching ESL at a community college or something in some warm climate. If not, I've got a 4-year degree. I can do it. My degree's in psychology. I can do other things. So I'm making myself where I can be self-sufficient. So I'm laid the groundwork for that, and I should be able to live anywhere I want to live. Should. So anyway, so that's that. Make sure you write that vision statement. Have a realistic set of goals, and then write out that mission statement. Your mission statement can change along the way, because that's, real world. Your mission statement, how you get there, can change along the way, because you're going to run into stumbling blocks, but you're going to find another way to get over that hump and to get to your goal. But make sure your vision statement does not change. So when you write your vision statement, think of nouns that describe you. Are you a teacher, a learner, strategist, farmer? What words apply to you? Think of verbs how you want to be. I want to educate. I want to inspire. I want to sell. I want to run. Add your picture of what a perfect world would look like. So in my perfect world, I'm self-sufficient, supporting myself, living in a warm climate. So yours can be more earth friendly. I picture a world in which all people are able to use their talents in meaningful work. Or I hope for a world in which no one is hungry. A place where everyone has enough money. Those are examples that were given here. So you want to combine these three elements and you have your vision statement. All right, thanks so much, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. We're going to be talking about these mission statements all week. There will always be haters. There will be doubters. There will be non-believers. And then there will be you proving them wrong.